My name is Tom Culbert. I'm a veteran of World War II, also the great-grandfather of two of the students at the high school today, uh, Carter Bell and Leon Bell. And Carter asked me if I would say a few things about World War II. And I guess I begin by telling you that I was an 18-year-old, just graduated from high school, and the war was going full blast, World War II, and I enrolled in the Air Force. If it was not enrolling voluntarily, you were drafted. So everybody that was graduating from high school at that time, not everybody, I suppose, 75, 80% enlisted in the service of some kind. My first assignment, of course, after getting into service was basic training. I guess everybody goes through that. But I was assigned then to a school, a meteorologist, supposed to be an air weatherman. And I guess at that time they felt they needed more meteorologists in the Air Force. After we got through that program, we expected to go to the final training program, but instead they discontinued the need for all the meteorologists that they had decided to initially train. So we were reassigned to different phases of the Air Corps. The story was that they needed meteorologists because setting up air stations all across Europe and Asia, they were going to invade Japan from the land. But something changed, and I think it was the atomic bomb. When they developed the atomic bomb, they realized that they could invade from the sea and drop the atomic bomb on some of the big cities in Japan. But as a result of that, I was assigned to the maintenance of B-24 bombers, aircraft, and stationed in Keesler Field, Mississippi, where we were trained to prepare B-24 bombers to be flown to the war zones of Europe or Japan, the Pacific. So that's where I spent most of my time then. And I didn't get any actual combat time, but I did get to prepare these B-24 bombers that I knew were a devastating effect on the European theater of war and the Pacific theater of war. The happiest time of my life was in September 1945 when they told me that the war was over. And I knew that in a short time then I would be going home and having a chance to develop more as a civilian, probably going to college, getting some kind of degree, doing something in life that would be helpful to people. And as a result, I went into education, became a teacher, then a principal, finally ended up as superintendent of schools. But I guess the message that I would give to the young people is that war is hell. There's no glory in war of any kind. There's no glory in terms of one group of people killing another group of people. I don't think God meant us to relate to each other in that manner. And World War II was supposed to be a war to end all wars. It was a devastating war. Hundreds of thousands of people were killed on both sides. And I guess that my generation didn't learn that lesson because in my lifetime I saw them after World War II, get involved in a number of other wars. They went to Vietnam, sent a lot of men to Vietnam, got killed. They went to Korea later on. After Korea, then they went to Asia and the Middle East and got involved in Iraq, sending people there, sending people to Afghanistan, getting those people killed. I'm not sure they accomplished anything in any of those wars, but it was a lesson that we didn't learn, and hopefully that you young people do a better job, that your generation is smarter than we were, that you know how to get along with people more on a peaceful basis and resolve the differences between nations without actually killing each other. So I wish you the best. I hope that you have a very successful graduation from high school, that you go on and make a place for you in this world and can live in peace and happiness, which I think everybody deserves. Thank you for asking me a little bit about World War II.